Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Head, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion, your host, the Hut, and welcome back to the Baseball Hut. I hope you like this video and subscribe. I want to get to 5,000 subscribers before we get to the end of the year. But I found this rumor. I'm not too enamored with it. For both sides, quite frankly. I think both sides could do a little bit better on one end, and one side could do better on the other end. But here we go from risingapple.com. Normally I don't do these kind of things on here. I like to come up with my own trade offer to have a little more fun here. But I just want to let you know where I found this. I found this on risingapple.com. And you can leave comments in the comment section talking about this. I'm very not too enamored with this proposal. So here we go. One Mets trade offer to the Brewers. Corbin Burnes too tempting to turn down. It's a lot to give up, but it's worth it. Okay, let's see what this has to say. With David Stearns locked in as the New York Mets president of baseball operations, it truly felt like Corbin Burnes to Queens was a dream that had a great shot at becoming a reality. The Milwaukee connection and Steve Cohen's money made Mets fans start drawing up potential mock trades for the right-hander. I can come up with a better trade than this. Unfortunately, Burnes' talks will be presumably put on hold throughout the league thanks to an injury to fellow All-Star Brandon Woodruff, whose 2024 season is in serious jeopardy. The Brewers will want to stay somewhat competitive, and them doing so without both Burnes and Woodruff would be very hard. I don't know about you. The Brewers are a very shrewd organization. I could see them doing this and being good next year. Just trade them anywhere. And I don't think that this proposal is strong enough, to be honest with you. While the Brewers likely won't be seriously listening to any Burnes offers, there is a chance they can be persuaded to complete a deal with the Mets, give them something too tempting to pass up. The price is elevated, no doubt, but it's still at a point the Mets can and should reach. Poor rotation should make the New York Mets meet even higher Corbin Burnes' price. Right now, the 2024 rotation Mets have Kodai Senga and Jose Quintana locked in. That's it. Guys like David Peterson, Tyler McGill, Joey Lucchesi can make it, but they haven't earned spots outright. You think so? With that in mind, the Mets need to make serious additions to the rotation if they want to compete next season. Some of that can be done through the free agency. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, presumably as their top target, but a trade for Burnes, Mr. Burnes, would take the pitching staff to a whole other level. Okay. This is the trade. I am not enamored with this deal. The Mets would get Corbin Burnes. They would give up Jet Williams, the Mets minor leaguer. The Mets can be considered the second or third best prospect. He also be considered the best prospect, and I think by the end of the offseason he'll be number one. Ronnie Mauricio and Jose Butto. Let me just read you what the article says. Mets had the ability to overwhelm the Brewers with some of their talented prospects. A guy who I believe is one of, if not the best prospect in the Mets' entire Mets system, is Jet Williams. The 19-year-old made up to Double-A this season, had a .876 OPS overall. He's displayed an elite eye already to go along with his already known blazing speed. Williams drew 104 walks this season while stealing 45 bases. He looks like a future leadoff hitter and can even make it to the majors sometime next season. Williams is the centerpiece to this deal, but Ronnie Mauricio would be the most impactful player in the short term. Mauricio had his cup of coffee in September with the Mets and showed a ton of flashes. He's obviously still quite raw, but you can see the power and speed potential every time you watch him. He stepped right in at third base once Josh Donaldson departs in the offseason. Jose Butto is the final piece of the deal, and he can replace Burnes in the rotation. Oh, okay. Obviously, he's nowhere near as talented as Burnes, but he had a 3.29 ERA in 5 September starts. The Mets showing he could be capable big league starter as soon as next season. In this deal, the Mets are giving up their third and fourth ranked prospects according to MLB Pipeline, along with the MLB ready pitcher in Butto, in exchange for an expiring Corbin Burnes. Williams has the potential to be considered a true blue chip prospect, while Mauricio could be an impactful MLB player right away. There's a lot for New York to part with, but they did acquire several position players, prospects, and they have a full infield for the future even without those guys. And you offer including Williams for an expiring Burnes, who there's a good chance they won't resign, is one Milwaukee will listen to. A. Mauricio and Budo should put it over the top. Now, okay, a couple things about this deal. I've said in other videos, when I talked about Juan Soto was on a higher level than Corbin Burnes. And I said that 5 players in the Met farm system cannot be touched at this moment. Jet Williams, Tyler Stewart, Blade Tidwell, Drew Gilbert, and Luis Angel Acuna. Everybody else could go in any kind of trade for any player of any note. Okay? And that includes Ronnie Mauricio. Jet Williams is too good of a player to be moving him at this point in time. He's 19 years old. Do not do this. He has a chance to be a very good player very quickly next year. Don't do that. Ronnie Mauricio, he's going to get moved. I would be surprised if he's on this team next year. I do not see him on this team next year. I really don't. I think he will be moved in a big trade. Jose Butto, I don't think the Brewers would be all that interested in him, to be honest with you, because I don't think that he pitched well in September. He looked very good this year, but I don't think that the Brewers would make that kind of deal, and I don't think this is enough in terms of quantity. I see a 4-player deal in this situation. I could see them giving up Christian Scott. I could see them giving up Dominic Hamill in a deal. I can give one of those guys, if not both of them, and not have to give up Jet Williams. And I would give Ronnie Mauricio. I can give up anybody in the Mets' top group of players, but just not those 5 players in particular. I've been doing a lot of videos on the Met prospects. As you know, I have the Prospect Hut. I'll put the link in the description of this video to the Prospect Hut. You'll learn about all these different prospects. But to me, there are only 5 untouchables in the Met farm system. Everybody else can go. I would even give 5 players. But I would not, under any circumstances, give up these 3, this one particular prospect. That's Jet Williams in this deal. I'd give up anybody else, aside from those other 4 guys. That's how I look at it. You can let me know what you think about this in the comment section. But that's how I look at it. So let me know what you think about this video. Of course, please subscribe to the Baseball Hut. Have a good day, and I'll see you later.